So one of the truths of my life is that I had three great friends. Right? A couple other, friends. I mean, I've been blessed to know some really good people. You know, but three great friends: um, Chris, Andy, and Danny. Chris was my childhood friend. Just incredibly creative, very creative. Uh, we both were military brats, moved around a lot. So it was really cool that these two kids found each other. Because we were both really nerdy and sort of had a weird sense of humor and, loved Dungeons and Dragons and all this nerd shit. So, uh, yeah. He was like a protective figure for me in more ways than one. So, and probably the closest thing that I ever had for a brother as a child. And so, I don't want to go on and on, but and then there was Andy. Andy was a friend from high school and beyond. Andy is one of the very few people who I ever considered smarter than myself. And honestly, I'm not saying I'm that smart. I probably have 100 IQ, whatever is normal. But I read so much that I know a lot of things. So, man, there's reasons that I was always reading instead of, having friends. So, some people just, born nerd, man. You don't choose it, man. It chooses you. So, but Andy, he was one of the only two people in my life who could always make me laugh. Yeah. Part of that is my fault. Like I said, weird dude here. Weird sense of humor, absurdist sense of humor. I love Whitest Kids You Know and Louis C.K., Sarah Silverman, Monty Python. And Andy shared that absurdist outlook. He was, at least when we spent the most of our time together, he was an atheist. We lost touch at the end there. But he wasn't a nihilist. And he could not stand a bully or a hypocrite. Just a really good guy. He died on his honeymoon. His wife, his widow, I should say, eventually started a new life and had a child and was very happy last time I checked in on her. So, I miss you, Andy. And lastly, there was Danny, the only other person who could always make me laugh. I've probably said this before, but only three people in my life could always make me laugh. Andy, Danny, and myself. Thank God I can make myself laugh. Life is so fucking hard as it is. Man, if you can't laugh, and laugh at yourself, yes, but just laugh at the absurdity of existence. I don't know, man. Sometimes the road feels short, but without a sense of humor, I think it'd be a very long one. But yeah, man, Danny was my brother from another mother. We made an odd couple. He was black and 10 years younger than me. I met him when I was 40. We worked on the same construction crew. He was a very hard worker. He was one of those guys, when I met him, I was operating machinery. He was, shoveling asphalt and shaping asphalt. We worked on a road crew, which summer in Alabama, man, I wouldn't last 5 minutes now. No hyperbole there. But, even at the age of 30, he took pride in what he was doing, So, he wasn't one of these guys who was just going to throw the shit and, walk away. He was going to make sure it got to where it's going. When he was sculpting it, man, the shit was glass. So, and he took pride in the shit he did. He was brutally honest, and honestly came off a bit at times as a curmudgeon, yes. And he was so tight with money, man, he could squeeze 3 nickels out of a dime. I've made videos about him before, so I won't go on. But yeah, man. Only friend that my ex-wife and I had who stuck by me in my divorce. Died of COVID.